how do you approach technology choices for your transformation? For instance, you've got your electronic health record, which does a lot of things, but you've also got an enterprise class CRM platform and maybe specialized tools for RPM and some of the other things that you talked about. And you have a choice. So you can go to the big tech firms. You could go at the other end to extremely small, nimble, and innovative startups, and a whole range in between. How do you parse through those choices, and how do you approach them, especially when it comes to the risks for innovation?
Yeah, that's a question that, candidly, I wrestle with every single day.
I imagine.
We have invested mightily in our electronic health record, and that's mightily in dollars and effort. And I think we have a very mature installation of our enterprise electronic health record. However, it's a transactional system. It is the system of record. It houses our legal medical record, and it is responsible for the actual transactions. And that's important, and that's really critical, and we don't break that, right? We also work extremely hard because our clinicians of all stripes are very, very busy. And so we have a concept that I was taught by our prior CTO, who calls it's a classic term, single pane of glass. And so we have a fairly high bar before we will ask our providers or our clinical staff or our administrative staff whose day is in the electronic health record. It's a fairly high bar for us to say, for this purpose, go to another application. And so when we want to bring in another application, we try very hard to allow us to be able to launch it from within the primary health record, the place where our staff are working all the time. We insist on single sign-on capabilities. We insist on being able to preserve contextual awareness. If I'm working with this patient in the health record and I launch application B, I should be able to find patient B, the same patient in application B without any effort to reduce errors and such. But it is, I would tell you that our pendulum swings all the time between high-level enterprise solutions and fit for purpose, and it's an eternal struggle. So all that to say is, I know I'm not answering your question clearly, but it is maybe the unanswerable one.